Itong nangyayari ngayon sa DPWH na mga flood control issues, nangyayari po ito sa DOH Region 10. In fact, mas malala pa po ang nangyari sa DOH Region 10 because yung contractor mismo umamin na through a sworn affidavit.
The next to interpolate is from the majority, Vice Chair Ando Waminal.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, Secretary Herbosa. Madam Chair, Republic Act number 11563 or an act increasing the bed capacity of the Mayor Hilarion A. Ramiro Senior Medical Center in Ozamis City was enacted on June 24, 2021 for more than 5 years ago. During the budget deliberations last year, I personally appeared before the same committee and asked for the commitment from the department through the good secretary on how we can proceed with the implementation of the said law. And to quote the good secretary, his response was, "So we know the needs for the law is bigger. So what we propose is that for 2026, at least we also include this in our multi-year request so that the laws, the Republic Acts can be implemented." Upon perusal of the National Expenditure Program of the DOH for 2026, from the approximately 14.6 billion pesos under the HFEP, zero was allocated for the MARS infrastructure and only 12 million pesos for the medical equipment. Now, Madam Chair, I would like to singilin ko po sana yung commitment of the good secretary last year so that we can already start the implementation of this law. Kasi hindi po ganun kadali magpasa ng batas, especially if it is a local law. And this hospital caters not only to patients from our province but also from other regions as well, from the Zamboanga Peninsula, from the Lanao area, and the other provinces near Ozamis City.
Madam Chair, yes, we actually have proposed, so the total budget we've actually given for Hilarion Ramiro over the years has actually been there. We also actually proposed for 2026, but when the NEP came out, apparently it was zero. So we actually continue to commit and appeal na maibalik yung allocation. For the other years, we've actually disbursed 129 million in 2020, 64 million in 2021, 49 million in 2022, 104 million in 2023, 89.9 million. Ngayon lang po na, nung 2025, zero din. Pero apparently na zero din tayo sa 2026. So mag-a-appeal po lili kami. Nakalagay ito sa tinatawag nilang Tier 2. Ang DBM, pag nag-submit kami, hinahati nila yung proposals namin into Tier 1 projects and Tier 2. Meron silang criteria kung ano po ang nilalagay nila doon sa Tier 1 at Tier 2, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, I invited the Medical Director of MARS Training Center in the person of Dr. Jennifer Orbistondo, and she reported to me that her request for the MICA of the infrastructure requirements of MARS was denied immediately by the department, Madam Chair. So it's also reported to me that there was no request made to the DBM. Yung MICA po ng SANA for MARS was not forwarded to DBM, Madam Chair.
I'm only hearing this information, Madam Chair, na dininay ng DOH. Usually, may process ang MICA and the DBM selects already which are for MICA and which cannot be for MICA. And then when we submit them, sila namimili. So according to HPEP, they have not received an application for MICA. So dapat yun na-submit sa HPEP ng aming Department of Health for a multi-year contract obligation authority.
Madam Chair, yung report po sa akin from the representatives of Department of Health is kulang lang ang nasubmit. But nevertheless, Madam Chair, again, kung meron mga konting pagkukulang sa documentation, I hope it would not hinder the full implementation of this law because it is the people who are suffering. We now have only around less than 600 beds, and we are the hospital is per the report of the medical director is accommodating more than 600 to 700 patients on a day-to-day basis. Alangan naman po tanggihan nila yung mga emergency cases na dinadala po sa kanila. So Madam Chair, can I request for another commitment, and sana po itong commitment na ito is talagang ma-honor, no, na can we still include it in the 2026 budget? Baka po just like what the good secretary mentioned earlier, that you are amenable to that yung ipagpapalit na mga items dun sa pondo na minention ni Deputy Speaker Janet Garin, baka we can include kahit at least an initial amount po dun sa infrastructure and equipment needs of Mars Medical Center. Madam Chair, can we get a commitment from the good secretary?
Yes, Madam Chair. If that is the wish of the Honorable House, we will be able to comply with that.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Another issue, Madam Chair, this is my fourth budget hearing since 2022, and this is the fourth time that I will be raising din this issue again po. Masasabi ko po, Madam Chair, that itong nangyayari ngayon sa DPWH na mga flood control issues, nangyayari po ito sa DOH Region 10. In fact, mas malala pa po ang nangyari sa DOH Region 10 because yung contractor mismo umamin na through a sworn affidavit that nag-falsify sila nag-submit sila ng falsified na mga documents, ng falsified na license. And I would like to quote the affidavit. As to the falsified pickup license, respondent did not falsify any documents. During the said process, it was not respondent who processed the document, but it was his staff who is no longer connected with the company. However, the respondent took full responsibility on the acts of his employees. Another issue po, nagkaroon ng findings sa deficiency ng work. Sabi po ng contractor, the deficiency of the construction of the facilities is acknowledged by the respondent. And I would also like to read the certification from the PCAB. Ang sabi po ng PCAB, accordingly, the license presented by Edtaha Builders Incorporated is not the same as the license we have in our records. The license presented by Edtaha Builders Incorporated is fake, counterfeit, false, and fictitious. The license presented by Edtaha Builders does not reflect the specific particulars on our records and the license we have issued. However, despite all these findings, tinerminate ng Regional Office 10 yung contract, pero binayaran pa rin ang contractor. The structural integrity of the buildings have been badly compromised to the point that they can never be salvaged anymore, pero binayaran pa po. I've been raising this question, this issue, since 2022. Nag-retire na po lahat ng mga involved na mga personnel, the directors, the engineers. The last engineer I know who was involved retired after the budget hearing last year. Ang lagi ko pong natatanggap ay mga pangako na mag-investigate. Mr. Chair, a crime has been committed. The perpetrator already confessed to the crime. Kulang na lang sasabihin ng perpetrator, parusahan niyo ako. Pero it seems that there is a great cover-up in the regional office, considering that after the budget hearing last year, it took another 365 days bago nakipagkita yung regional director sa akin, Madam Chair. Despite my many invitations, all my formal communications to him were never answered, Madam Chair. And then kagabi, nagpadala lang po ng update na-forward na daw sa legal counsel. It took them 365 days. I do not want to wait for another 365 days, Madam Chair, para marinig po kung ano na yung action ng department with regards to this. Again, umami na po, ang PCAB mismo ang nagsabi, niloko kayo. Ang kontraktor umami na po, pasensya, niloko ko kayo. Pasensya, fake yung sinabit. Kasi umami na siya in the affidavit. But anong ginawa ng DOH Region 10? Okay lang, bayaran ka namin sa nagastos mo. Madam Chair, this is a plain insult to us, not only to the public officials, but to the people, the taxpayers of the Philippines, Madam Chair.
I would like to remind Representative Waminal to please wind up.
So I wish for a comment from any representatives of the department with regards to this very anomalous issue, Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, I'll commit to pursue the legal actions necessary regarding this evidence that you have put forward on falsification, and then even the payment we will review if that's a valid payment. We'll ask our legal, and I will promise to actually go in after this. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr.
Madam Chair,
Secretary.
last kind request lang po for the to the good secretary. I know you are very busy, but I hope and I request sincerely and respectfully po, Mr. Secretary, na sana po yung regional director nyo makipag-coordinate na naman din po sa amin, to the mayors, to the congressmen of our province. Maraming salamat po.
Thank
Madam
you so
Chair.
much.